Hello everyone, this is Ghada Hussein with you and explain for you now the present simple. So, how could we form the present simple? The present simple, we form it by using the first form of the verb, like eat, play, work. So, the infinitive, we call it the infinitive or the base verb. Or we can use also s or es or ies after the base verb if we have he, she, it, or singular noun. So let's see these examples. They eat their breakfast in the morning. We usually play football at the club. The students usually work very hard. So, as I said in the beginning, we use the base form of the verb when the subject is I, they, we, you, or any plural noun. But be careful, because we use the base form of the verb plus is when the subject is he, she, it, or any singular noun. For example, he usually drinks milk. So we put is here. She sometimes runs in the morning. And Sarah often cooks dinner. So what are the spelling rules? Okay, let's see these examples and then we will speak about the rules. Cross, crosses. Pass, passes. Wish, wishes. Catch, catches. Mix, mixes. Study, studies. Try, tries. So we add es to the verbs that ends with ch, sh, ss, ox, s. And we cross y and add ies to the verbs ending in y after a consonant as study, studies, try, tries. What about the negative? We use don't plus the base verb to form the negative if we have I, we, you, they, or plural nouns. For example, I don't usually swim in the sea. They don't often play at school. And if we have he, she, it, or any singular noun, so we use doesn't plus the base verb. For example, Ali doesn't like apples. The cat doesn't drink milk. So to get the negative form in the present simple, we use don't or doesn't plus the base form of the verb. So now with the usages, we use the present simple to talk about habits or routines as my sister always plays handball at the weekend. We use present simple to talk about facts too. The earth orbits the sun. So to talk about habits, something that I do every day or every week. So as here, my sister always plays handball at the weekend. Okay, what about the other one? We use also to speak about something that is fact. For example, the earth orbits the sun. What about the keywords? Let's see it. Usually, often, always, sometimes, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, never, at night, all of these keywords. So if you see them, you use present simple. For example, we usually play in the evening. He always studies hard. We listen to music at night. So what about the questions? Here we have the formation of yes or no questions first. So to form a yes or no question, start with do plus they, we, you, I, or plural noun. It depends on the subject, plus the base verb or the base form of the verb. For example, do we play football in the morning? Do the students correct the mistakes? Okay, now with the other one, which is does. So when do we use does? We use does if we have he, she, it, singular noun plus the base form of the verb. For example, does he finish the work? Does he finish the work? Does she eat the apples? Does she eat the apples? So we use the auxiliary, which is do or does, plus the subject, and it depends on the subject, whatever subject you want. So you will use do or does, and after this, obviously and all the time, we have the base form of the verb. Okay, what about the WH questions? To form a WH question, we start with the WH word, which is like who, what, when, why, where, plus the do, verb, or does. It depends on the subject, as we said before, plus the subject, which is they, we, you, I, plural noun, or maybe he, she, it, a singular noun, plus the base form of the verb. So first, what do you like to eat? What do you like to eat? When do films start? So first we have the question word plus do plus the subject, and then we have the infinitive or the base form of the verb. And if we will use does, so when do we use does? We use does with he or she or it or singular noun. Yeah, but before it we have the WH word. So first WH word plus does, the auxiliary, plus the subject, and then we have the base form of the verb. For example, what does she like to drink? What does she like to drink? So first we have the question word, then does, then the subject, after this the base form of the verb. And the other one, when does the plane arrive? When does the plane arrive? The question word, which is when, plus the auxiliary, which is does, and then the subject, the plane, okay? And after this we have the base form of the verb, which is arrive.